2020, and he said, quote, "I will not forget that. I take it personally. I've been that."
He's proven himself, Allie. Thank you.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Here's Edwards, the starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5. And we're expecting an intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Now here's Russell. Towns for 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Here's Jackson. It's blocked by Gobert.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
And Edwards slams it in.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. And Gobert with a block. And he recovers it. The 3 from Bain. And another miss by Memphis.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Adams against Edwards. Towns for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, Towns was the perfect selection there. He's always ready to strike with a quick shot.
It's blocked by Gobert. Jackson, the pass to Bain. And then Morant with the jam.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Outside Russell. Pass to Anderson. Now here's Towns. Kicks it out to Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Ja Morant grabs a miss. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Jackson attacking. Here's Morant. Back to Jackson. Brooks outside. Bain against Anderson. Back to Bain. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Minnesota in the lead. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Here's Morant. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. And the dunk by Jackson.
Great vision by Ja Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Edwards with it. He's got 6. Here's Gobert. Pass to Towns. Launches it. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Morant against Edwards. Morant into the lane. And Gobert with a block. Now Edwards. Back to Towns. Morant against Russell. Back to Towns. Out to the right wing. To the middle. Here's the second effort. They shoot again. And the layup is good. Towns has got 8.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass, recapturing possession so he can take it right back up.
Morant with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Towns. Give him 8. No good.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Jackson finds Adams. Over Gobert. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, this is where he's inconsistent, and that can slow down your team's momentum.
Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. 16 seconds left to play in the first. Right side, Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Russell from outside. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The T-Wolves on top. They're up 7. Quarter number 2 coming up right after. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
On the court for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
He's a power player. That's a grown man move by Steven Adams.
Out to the right wing. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Graham, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Outside for Morant. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Russell up top. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Edwards finds Towns. Back to Edwards. Goes back up. Outside for Russell. The 3. Here's Gobert. Tries yet again. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bane against Anderson. Outside Morant. Off target from 3-point range for Minnesota. They've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Well, it's tough to score when you're getting stuffed on every attempt. Great job getting the hands up so far, making life difficult on shooters.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. Timberwolves shooting just 37% in the game. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Right wing. The three from Russell. No good that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
With the drop.
Okay.
Oh, my. Throw it down.
Yes, he did.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Good. Edwards has got 14.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Spins. To the left wing. Adams, the pass to Morant. To the inside. Brooks. And that one is hammered home.
Good athlete, 37-inch vertical. Brooks aggressive above the rim. In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Now here's Edwards. Back to Towns. Pass to Russell. The three. They get it back. Gobert. That's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
That's a signature move by Gobert. The length allows him to do what others can't.
Morant with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Brooks, the pass to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Morant against Edwards. Banked it in off the glass. 16 points for him.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Outside for Morant. Anthony Edwards has been on display. All right, good stuff, Allie.
26, the Grizzlies, 17.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
We've got Jaden McDaniels, Jordan McLaughlin out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Torian Prince, and it's Reed in at the 5 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. A slam dunk by Reed.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Pass to Conchar. And anytime a player is asked about pressure, they'll say, I don't feel it. Smitty, I don't believe it.
No, you shouldn't be. I think what they're doing is, obviously, you don't want to show weakness. And it's about different players, how they manage it. And I think some players do a better job than others.
Here's Noel. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Here's Conchar. There's the drive, and down it goes. 2 points. Tipped to the paint. And he converts the layup.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. Inside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
Down low. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Noel. Pass to McDaniels. Fires the three. Not going to go that time. Memphis trailing here. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Back to Green. The shot off that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 11. To the paint. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. To the inside. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover.
2 minutes.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second team foul.
Certain things make Prince a tough cover. Strength, long arms, quickness that can surprise you.
And he makes both free throws.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Inside, shoots, back to Jones. Knocked away. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Let's go with a three. You got a piece of it. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team. They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
52 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Well, a careless foul. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
And he hits the first of 3.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
And he nails the third.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Outside Jones. And he's going for the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Noel. The 3 ball. That one is off. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Here's Jones, and he banks in the layup.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Here's McLaughlin. It'll count. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Timberwolves ahead. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Minnesota shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. They've got Danny Green. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Xavier Tillman.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Edwards against Moran to the middle. Here's Towns. Drops in the layup for two.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
Moran against Edwards. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
The Grizzlies shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. Moran against Edwards. Morant, the pass to Bane. Now here's Moran. Defense right on him. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Pass to Russell. 4-3. Drills it from deep. Russell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
Yeah, all throughout the game, the opposition hasn't been able to keep them off the glass, and they're paying for it, giving up second chance points.
Jackson, pass to Moran. And here's Jackson. Outside Moran. Back to Jackson. Pass to Moran. Over Edwards. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Sometimes it's just better to give up the rebound instead of fighting through the guy.
I will say I like the aggressiveness, but you hurt your team making poor decisions, and that was one of them.
With the step back. Russell, the pass to Towns. From downtown. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside Moran. Jackson, the screen. Moran finds Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
He's a smooth athlete. Even on a straight dunk, you can see Jaren's ease of movement in the air.
Outside Russell. There's the screen. Pass to Towns. Left side Anderson. Down low. Here's Edwards. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Steven Adams.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact. And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
The free throw drops for Moran.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Edwards against Moran. It's Edwards on the wing. Kicks it out to Anderson. Pass to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Anderson passes to Gobert. Second shot opportunity. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. And the Grizzlies shooting 59% in this one. A good average. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
And Morant drops them both.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? Came into the NBA ready to prove himself and just keeps getting better.
Morant against Edwards. Outside Russell, and there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Memphis, they're working against the clock now. Morant, pass to Bain. Outside Morant. Offline with a three. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. To the wing, right side. Anderson passes to Gobert. Edwards finds Gobert. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Rudy Gobert. First personal foul.
He gets the first, and that brings him within 10.
Shooting for Memphis, Ja Morant.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 34 seconds left in the fourth. Now Russell. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. On the wing, Brooks. Outside Bain. Pass to Morant. From deep three-point range. Basket is good.
You know, it takes incredible accuracy to drain it from that deep.
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And the Clippers starting five. On court spots are the deadly George and Leonard. Wall and Powell are the guard set. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last four-year deal.
Leonard against Anderson. Outside, Russell takes a three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Russell dishes to Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Well, he's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instinct's just showing off from Russell there.
Past the wall. To the middle. It's stolen by Gobert. Anderson passes to Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Now here's George, and stolen by Russell. Edwards against Wall. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Passes it to Towns. Tries again. The kick out to Anderson. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by three. George with the screen on Anderson. Leonard with the bucket.
And you know he's so good coming off the pick and roll, but what do you have to take away? There's so many ways Leonard can hurt you offensively.
Over to the left wing. Anderson outside. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Gobert finds Russell. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 4 on the clock. Out to the right wing. There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
No hesitation as D'Angelo Russell, someone who does not lack confidence.
Zubac, a screen on Towns. Leonard. Gobert with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. George up top. Defended by Anderson. That one wide left.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Now here is Russell. Back to Edwards. And here's Anderson for three. Second chance shot. Pass to Russell. Feeds to Gobert. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Clippers go the other way with it. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Leonard the pass to Powell. Towns against Leonard. A three ball. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 4. The pass to Gobert. The kick out to Towns. Here's Edwards with the drive.
that you can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Wall, good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now, here is Russell. Anderson up top. The kick out to Towns. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. A three from Leonard. Rebound, Minnesota.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Yeah, that's what we call playing with force. And Towns going up for the dunk, daring the defense to contest.
Wall dishes to Powell. The kick out to Wall. 1 second left. Gobert with the block. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been there. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Minnesota.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
They have also been superb at blocking shots. Just the timing has been impeccable, setting the tone on the defensive end and making those guys think about what they're doing with the ball.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Down on the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's George in at the 3. Powell against Russell. Powell, the pass to Wall. Over in the corner, Zubac. It's stolen by Edwards. Russell with a wide open look. Off target from outside.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
George passes to Zubac. Right side, Leonard. Outside for George. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Leonard, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Towns with the steal. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Anderson passes to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history. Not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. Here's Powell. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards leading the charge. Anderson with the ball. George picks him up. Pass to Russell. And there's the feed to Gobert. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Wall's running and stolen by Russell. Here's Gobert and slam dunk by Gobert.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Wall against Edwards. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. He gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
The dive for the ball. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A 12-point game. Passes to Powell. And the Clippers miss again. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And here's Anderson for 3. The shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard inside, defended by Towns.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
Russell kicks to Anderson. Lets the 3 fly. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Edwards can't hit.
I saw a green light there, but he's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Here's Leonard. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Leonard's got 6 points.
Kawhi operating in the painted area, so tough to stop.
Russell inside. Powell's there. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one. George sets a screen for Leonard. Another miss by Leonard. Russell from long range.
And Powell giving great effort here defensively.
And so it's the Minnesota. All right, David, thank you.
23, the Clippers. 12.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
They've got Torian Prince. McDaniels is out there with Naz Reid. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Timberwolves leading by 13. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Prince against Jackson. McDaniels back to Prince. Reed the pass to Noel. For 3. Morris with the rebound. Clippers trail by 13. And here's Covington. No points in the game yet for him. And rejection by McDaniel. To the paint. Here's Noel. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
More and more signs of the skill set of Torian Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Here's Jackson down low. Morris with the bucket.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. McDaniels passes to Noel. Traps in the tray. Noel's got 5 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Inside, Reed, crafty move.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Now we know Kennard can shoot, but Brent, he has moved up a level.
Well, Luke Kennard ended the season with the highest three-point percentage in the league, right around 45%. But there is more to his game. If you overplay him, he can drive it. He's a better playmaker than you might imagine. Makes him a really tough matchup.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Here's McLaughlin. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Good work there as it goes. Jackson's got his first bucket in this one.
Jackson loves getting into the lane and trying to draw guys in and take a few bumps.
Here's McLaughlin. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 1:04 left to play in the third. The drive by Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in.
Good handles from Reggie. The kids would tell you Reggie's in his bag.
Minnesota leading by 12. McLaughlin, the pass to McDaniels. Bangs home the trifecta. McDaniels got his first 3 points of the game.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Now here's Kennard. Guarded by Reed. Jackson passes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
Here's McLaughlin. Guarded by Jackson. Fires for three. Shot by McDaniels. No good. Clippers trail by 13. Pass to Covington. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Again, Los Angeles.
Coach is wanting Luke Kennard to get aggressive with his shots. That's a nice catch and shoot.
Good if it goes. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Minnesota. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've got a big advantage. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Robert Covington out there with Batum. And it's Morris in at the center position.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate.
Edwards looking it over. The kick out to Towns. Trains the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 12. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Timberwolves leading by 12. Now, here is Russell. He kicks it to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
And few 7-footers in the league have Towns' shooting touch. This is the guy you want to create for time and time again.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Here's George. Banked in off the glass.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Leonard against Towns. Outside, Russell jacks up a 3. Towns kicks to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. There's Russell with the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Leonard against Anderson. Leonard, the pass to Zubac, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. It's a great pass.
Russell against Powell. The drive by Russell. Towns wide open with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Leonard with no one around. That 3 off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 12. Anderson finds Gobert. Out to Edwards. To the left side wing. A 3 from Anderson. That shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
To the inside. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Up top, Russell. Guarded by Powell. Back to Anderson. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Ball against Edwards. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Clock at 4. And Gobert kicks to Towns. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 10. Zubac a screen on Edwards. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Russell against George. Here's Edwards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And Edwards drops them both. Clippers trail by 10. Powell with it. Outside Leonard. George looking around. Back to Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one is on Towns.
Kawhi Leonard continuing in the offseason to tinker with his game, trying to find ways to improve upon it. Always working hard to bring something out the next season. Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Now Edwards. Outside Russell. There's 39 seconds left in the 4th quarter. No good with the wing jumper. And Greg, it looks like time is going to run out on him here.
Yeah, I mean, unless they come up with an absolute miracle.
So it's Minnesota now. At one point, they led by 16. Gobert dishes to Russell. Over to the wing. Towns for 3. No good. Shot missing. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Some good moment. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Morant. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. Morant's got the first points up on the board here for the Grizzlies. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Morant with the steal. Adams finds Morant. Back to Adams. Passes it to Morant. Gets an open look and hits. Morant's got his second bucket.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Wall passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Shoots over Adams. And Adams sends it back. And he recovers it. Zubac the pass to George. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Out to Brooks. Back to Bain. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Morant. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Leonard dishes to George. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Back to Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has improved his passing ability on time and on target. Yes, sir.
Bain passes to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
All taking his time here. And there's the pass to Powell. Back to Wall. Inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Brooks. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Wow. Dylan Brooks off the bounce. Teammates are loving that.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Now, Bain. Paul George missing from long range. And Adams with the slam.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now here's Powell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Leonard the pass to Powell. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Here's the lob to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And they have owned the paint so far. and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now here's Wall. It's stolen by Adams, and it's Memphis on the break. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Leonard against Jackson. Zubats with the screen for Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, the Claw in complete command of the ball on the way up. Nicely done.
Morant reaches to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their lead. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Jackson finds Brooks. Back to Jackson. To the middle from 10 feet out. And it's Brooks. That's on the assist by Jackson. Brooks has got the lead up to 12 now for Memphis. Leonard looking over the floor. Pass to Zubats. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's George. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Passes it to Zubats. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Leonard.
Well, Steven Adams making his presence felt. This guy on the defensive end can be special.
Morant left side. And finished off by Morant.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
It's stolen by Adams. Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. On the wing, Bain. And Adams kicks to Bain. Misses the jumper.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Leonard inside. Adams defending. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth, and it's not usually literal. But what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally, and I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
Wall finds Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
Well, you love the way John Wall sees the floor. He's always surveying, looking for what the defense is giving up.
Morant outside. From deep three-point range, Powell pulls it in. Clippers trail by 14. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Zubats the pass to Powell. Here he goes. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, this guy very capable of capitalizing close to the rim. Norman Powell making an impact inside.
Here's Morant. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Zubats. Adams, some nice D.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Out to Brooks. Outside, Bain. The dish to Jackson. Shoots over Zubats. Back to Bain. To the wing on the left. The 3 from Morant. Morant with another miss.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Leonard the pass to Zubats. And he banks in the layup. Zubats has got 6.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Morant outside. And Zubats picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Morant. Adams trying to free himself up. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Bain.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Outside Leonard. Over Jackson. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time.
And so it's Memphis, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been giving John Wall all sorts of problems. He still hasn't been able to solve their defense. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Batuma's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Morris in at the 5 down low. Now here's Covington. Not a lot of room. It's stolen by Green. Here's Clark. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Clark's got his first basket.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Jackson passes to Covington. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there, case in point.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Basket counts. Konchar's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Kennard's shot is off. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Konchar can't get it to go. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 17. Outside Covington. From deep. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters. helped them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. Green breaking loose. No good from Clark.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Morris with a screen on Clark. Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, you have to love an authoritative finish, and Mr. Covington leaves no doubt.
Now here's Jones. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Picked by Clark. Jones, the pass to Clark. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Jackson kicks to Morris. Outside, Batum. From outside, off the mark. Memphis leading by 15. Down low. No good from Clark. LA has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Batum inside. Working on Green. Kennard's shot is off. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. 1:02 left in the third quarter of the game. Right side, Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Morris with the rebound. Clippers trail by 15. Outside, Covington. Outside for Jackson. He takes it in. No good that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Conchar, guarded by Jackson. To the wing right side. Back to Green. This one for 3. The Grizzlies with another miss. Outside Jackson. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Jones. Clark is out there with Green. And it's Conchar in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Jones. And Covington sends it back.
So disruptive at the defensive end. Look in the box score, and Covington will be the source of blocks and steals consistently.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Well, Kawhi Leonard pure from the corner. Nice delivery, Kawhi.
Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard with the ball. The shot by Powell, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Here's Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. 14 points for John Morant.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
He kicks it to Brooks. Back to Morant. In the corner, it's Payne. Brooks outside. It's stolen by Wall. Outside, George. Zubac's a screen on Brooks. George with no one around. Wall passes to George. Back to Wall. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Zubac's. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Morant.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Down low, a steal. And finished off by Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg, believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Zubac.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside, Bain. Off target from three-point range.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
George against Brooks. Zubac's with it. 5 on the clock. Here's George. He shoots again. Zubac's no good. Memphis leading by 18.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Grizzlies.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ja Morant.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
George passes to Zubac, and the shot goes down.
You simply have to respect the passing ability of Paul George, his ability to read and react and make the right choice. So good.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. That's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Morant, that's for 2. And another miss by Memphis. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's George missing. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. On the wing, Bain. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater...
Everybody's ultimate goal is to win a champion.
No shortage of ambition, Allie. Thanks for that. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Edwards out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. Morant with it. Jackson the screen. Pass to Adams. Inside. And there's Jackson on the assist by Adams.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Outside Russell. Now Edwards. Back to Russell. Left side Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. From outside, off the mark. And here are the Grizzlies. Jackson, the pass to Adams. Outside for Brooks. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. And he can't get the first one.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, going in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
Now here's Towns. Russell from outside. Connects from downtown. Russell's got 5.
And, you know, Russell is so smooth. He's got deceptive length, which allows him to get those shots off behind the arc.
Here's Morant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. The free throw drops for Morant. And Morant drops them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Russell against Bain. Russell to pass to Edwards. A rebound by Jackson.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Bain finds Morant. Back to Bain. On the wing, Brooks. Jackson down low. Towns on him. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Soft touch off the glass.
You know, this is exactly why they give the ball to Towns down there. I mean, his combination of size, agility, and shot repertoire makes him hard to deal with.
Now here's Morant. On the wing, Bain. Jackson outside. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Adams with a screen on Edwards. Morant, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Pass to Russell. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability. But he's actually changed that image and impression over time.
The evolution of D'Lo has been interesting to watch, Clark. I like how he's been willing to play whatever position asked of him.
Yeah, B.A., I like that too. And he said it before himself that he prefers playing shoot.
Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man. Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
The shot by Russell, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Outside Morant. Pass to Adams. Back to Morant. And there's a 3-second violation. Minnesota in the lead. 59 seconds left in the opening quarter. The kick out to Edwards. Beyond the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Now Morant. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Edwards can't hit. With a bucket here, they can recapture the lead.
I like how they've hung in. Never let things get out of hand. The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Stolen by Russell. Here's Anderson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Timberwolves ahead. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
On the court for Minnesota, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Edwards. And it's Anderson in at the 3 slot. And he gets the bucket. Russell's got 8. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, BA. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
Here he goes. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Memphis trailing here. Bane, pass to Brooks. And here's Morant. Hey, he's looking good so far. 4 for 8 from the field.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Edwards against Morant. Anderson passes to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Pass to Gobert. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Anderson can't get it to go.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Pass to Towns. Jackson against Edwards. Second chance shot. Gobert, no good. And here's Memphis. They've only given up 2 points this quarter.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And stolen by Morant. Bain against Russell. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Russell.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Edwards, the pass to Towns to halt the run. It's not going to go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside Morant. 1:52 left to play in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Out to the wing. Brooks, the pass to Morant, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Towns has got his second basket.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Now here's Edwards. This one for 3. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
Russell, the pass to Towns. Fires for 3. And it's Russell. That time on the assist from Towns. Russell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Russell does a good job taking whatever the defense avails. He doesn't need to look for other options if he's got a good look.
Morant with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Back to Brooks. Uneasy, 2 on the layup. Brooks has got 5 points.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
To the right side. Back to Edwards. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks, right side. He got it up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The T-Wolves on top, leading by a point. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You got to like what we're seeing from D'Angelo Russell.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with John Conchar. Brandon Clark out there with Green. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins.
They making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Here's McDaniels. That free throw misses. He does not get the second one. And the Grizzlies shooting an efficient 64%. Excellent to the paint. Here's Clark. The rebound by the Timberwolves. You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Here's Noel. Pass to Prince. McDaniels with it. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. They'll pin that foul on Danny Green. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Jones, the pass to Clark. Oh, and just miss after miss right now for Minnesota. They've gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Pass to Prince. Here's McLaughlin. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
To the inside. McLaughlin with the rebound. Minnesota with the ball. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. Back to Reid. And stolen by Jones. Green finds Clark. Cuts off the pass. Here's McLaughlin. Clark covers. McDaniels from long range. Green with the defensive effort. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Pass to Noel. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Green. Clark in the post. Count it. Good. Clark's got 4 points now in the quarter.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Here's Noel. Out left to the wing. Tries again. Unable to get that one. Good D by Clark. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Outside Jones. To the paint. Outside for Green. Three-pointer. Gets the 3 to fall. Now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
And Green is a world-class sniper. Laser. An excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
Reid. And the layup is good off the glass. Reid's got his second basket of the game.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
McDaniels covering. Back to Jones. Pass to Clark. Left side, Green. Clock at 6. Now here's Clark. Prince grabs the miss. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Now McDaniels. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Down unload. Here's Noel. Here's Prince. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 5. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Timberwolves, Jaden McDaniels out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Prince in at the 3. A slam dunk by Reid.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Right side, Jones. Over to the wing. On the wing, Jones. On the take. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Jones has got his first 2 points.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Here's Reid. Lays it up and banks it in. Reid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Now here's Jones. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Clark. Nice D from Reid. Minnesota in the lead. Inside, here's McLaughlin. Back to Daniels. Pass to McLaughlin from the arc. The shot no good. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Clark with it. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Outside, Green. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, Green showing us another layer of his game right here. I mean, I like to see him attack like that on occasion.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. McDaniels inside, working on Clark. Offensive rebound. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Daniels. Puts up a 3. And he can't get that one.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Jones in the post. McDaniels covering. Jones misses. Up top, Reid. Pass to McDaniels. Here's McLaughlin. Another shot. Rebounded by Green. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Clark in the post. Prince is there. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. And it's now just a 1-point Minnesota lead. And Minnesota calls time here. They're in front by 1. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter here. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He just wanted his players to get a breather and to remind them, stick with the game plan. He wants them to stay patient and run their plays, even if they have to go deep into the shot clock. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Outside Morant to the middle. Here's Adams. That shot is off. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Russell with the ball. He's picked up by Adams. Adams against Russell. Now here's Edwards. Guarded closely. He connects!
Composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
Moran against Edwards. Outside for Moran. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And it's critical Morant steps up in the important points in the game. This is his time to shine.
Those free throws were must-haves, and he delivered. It's down to a one-possession game now.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth.
Count it! Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Right side Edwards. Up top Anderson. Back to Edwards. Over Morant. And the miss. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves. Pulling it out for the W. And
Welcome, everyone. Thanks. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Edwards is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Leonard. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Misses off the right iron.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding up.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Edwards passes to Russell. Out to the wing. Gobert with a screen on George. Out to Russell. 4 on the shot clock. No good on the triple.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Edwards against Wall. Zubats against Gobert.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
Outside Russell. There's the drive. And the rejection by Zubats. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Over George. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Edwards.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
Edwards against Wall. Inside, here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Finishing that possession with an exclamation mark. Kawhi making his presence felt.
Edwards against Wall. Towns kicks to Russell. Towns a screen on Powell. Russell passes to Towns. And he converts the layup.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Wall looking for an opening. Over in the corner, Zubats. Right side, George. Zubats trying to break loose. And George gets it to go.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Towns with the bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Wall finds Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness. Tells you something about his competitive will.
He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Now, here is Russell. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And Towns throws it down.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Zubats a screen on Towns. Leonard no luck.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the dunk by Towns.
And you see Big Cat that has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Wall against Edwards. Outside for George. Towns with the steal. Russell against Powell. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Looking to expand his game. Love seeing Gobert rise up with confidence off the catch.
George with the screen on Towns. Towns against Leonard. To the middle. Shot to stop the run. The shot by George, no good. Minnesota shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Free throw, no good for Russell.
At the line for the Timberwolves, D'Angelo Russell. One shot.
Now Edwards. And Anderson has it in the corner. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Minnesota on top, leading by 7. And the second quarter about to get started. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Out on the wings for him, Powell and George. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
The vision and understanding Wall has in pick-and-roll situations is second to none. So many of his teammates have become better shooters because of Wall's perfect passes out of that set.
Edwards finds Russell. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Leonard inside, defended by Towns. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Kawhi Leonard. Edwards looking it over. And Anderson has it in the corner. Back to Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Russell dishes to Anderson. Towns for 3. Wall grabs the board.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Zubac, a screen on Gobert. George with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Wall against Russell. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Talent, luck, a little bit of both. Kawhi right there with the sick bailout.
Russell with it. Outside, Towns. Out to Russell. Three-pointer. Another miss by Minnesota. Clippers trail by 3. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
No good from Zubac.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one. For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless. But they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Second team.
Edwards inside, covered by Wall. Edwards can't hit. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. It's Powell on the wing.
2 minutes remain in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's the pass to Zubac. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. The shot by Powell, no good. Timberwolves leading by 5. Anderson with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. The kick out to Towns. Good on the triple. Towns has got 11.
And few 7-footers in the league have Towns' shooting touch. This is the guy you want to create for time and time again.
Edwards against Wall. Feeds to Leonard. Towns with the steal. And Towns throws it down. Towns has got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Leonard kicks to George. Will it go? And it's George finishing it off.
It's no secret that Kawhi has focused on improving his passing. Great look there.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Russell inside. Howe on him. And it's Russell missing. Now here's Leonard. 8 points for him. Left side, George. Stolen by Anderson. That shot, no good.
An incredible defender.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for
14, the Timberwolves. 22.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Russell is out there with Edwards, and it's Anderson in its small forward. Here's Leonard. That ball, nice speed that time from George. And that's now 10 points for Kawhi Leonard. And here's Russell. The kick out to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And the way Towns makes scoring look effortless, it's what makes him one of the game's best players.
Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Russell's running. A shot off that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Covington passes to Morris.
Yeah, and that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
At the line for LA.
He hits the second from the line. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Jackson against Edwards. And Anderson has it in the corner. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Just 5 on the clock. Out to Russell. 3-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Russell's got 5.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
Jackson with it. Now guarded by Towns. Covington with the bucket.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Edwards against Jackson. Pass to Towns. Anderson kicks to Edwards. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by Covington. Clippers trail by 8. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Batum. In the corner, it's Morris. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Anderson finds Russell. No good from outside. And Los Angeles guys shooting well. 50% from the floor.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Covington down low. Defended by Towns. Covington's shot is off.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Towns, the pass to Russell. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Covington passes to Morris. Kicks it out to Covington. Jackson in the corner. Here's Morris. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Prince in the corner. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's McLaughlin. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Jackson dishes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Out to the right wing. McDaniels passes to McLaughlin. Drives to the hoop. Prince wide open. No good on the 3. Clippers trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
20 seconds left here in the third quarter. McLaughlin, no good. Here's Batum. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kicks to Covington. Misses off the left iron. And so it's Minnesota in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On-court spots are the deadly George and Leonard. Wall and Powell are the guard set. And it's Zubac in at the 5, patrolling the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Noel. And the 3 off target. Clippers trail by 6. And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. And they get it back. Here's Zubac.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers for the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball. Quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Russell kicks to Towns. Gobert trying to get open. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Screen by Zubac. It's deflected. Here's Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
Rudy showing us what you get when you put size and creativity together.
Leonard with the screen on Edwards. Right side, Leonard. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe. Edwards
against Wall. Pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And Edwards drops them both. Clippers trail by 6. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. A three from Leonard. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Timberwolves leading by 6. Left side, Edwards. Russell finds Gobert. Out to Russell. Shoots the three. Timberwolves keep it alive. The three. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
Here's George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
Russell inside. Powell's there. They grab their own miss. Goes back up. Great D that time from Powell. Clippers trail by 4. Leonard looking over the floor to the inside. Pulls up. And it's George missing. Minnesota with the ball. Outside Edwards. Out to Gobert. The pass to Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Russell with the lay-in. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
And George gets it to go.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you could ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Russell passes to Towns. He dishes it to Gobert. Outside Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Wall. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team.
Ball's knocked loose. Towns is doubled. Yes, indeed it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Unreal. Big Cat, one of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
Leonard against Anderson. Yes!
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Now Russell. The kick out to Anderson from downtown. It's hauled in by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And it's George again missing. Minnesota with the ball. Outside Russell. Dishes to Edwards. Left side, Towns. Over Leonard. They get it again. Out to Edwards. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. Oh, deflected. Jackson, pass to Brooks. 4 on the clock. From deep. It's rebounded by Zubats.
Grizzlies foul. Jaren Jackson Jr. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now, Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. He gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
Leonard on the wing. Lets it fly. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And the shot goes.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Wall against Moran. Zubats.
Trust me, big guys hate playing against Steven Adams. He's a nuisance on the defensive end, and that time changed the shot.
Jackson, pass to Adams. Now Moran. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Moran against Wall. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Poke loose. Shot clock at 6. Over Zubats. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Ivica Zubats.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Amen. The Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. For For so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of a second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
Here's Morant. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Pass to Adams. Here's Bane. Fires the three. Now pulls it in.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Brooks against George. Leonard for three. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Kawhi has really perfected that stroke, and he did not come into the league with that kind of skill or that kind of threat from the three-point line.
Now here's Morant. Adams with the ball. Checked by Wall. Here's Morant. Banked it in off the glass.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Here's Wall. Pass to Zubac. The kick out to Wall. Misses the three. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Leonard on the wing. There's a minute 40 left in the first. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, Leonard drawing all the attention there. That's opening up some passing lanes, and guys are finding seams.
And it's Morant. Oh,
yes, sir!
Wow! These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
That BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100%, a priority for him and the team.
Now here's Morant. He has 6. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Morant's got 8.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
George against Brooks. Leonard outside. Lets the three fly. And again, no good by the Clippers. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Adams inside. He's guarded by Zubac.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Leonard for 3. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. Wall against Jackson.
Blocking foul called on Kawhi Leonard. First personal foul. Third team foul.
And the lob disrupted. Not to be.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
There's the 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for him.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Memphis.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
On the court for the Grizzlies, Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Now here's Zubac. Here's Leonard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Clippers trail. It's George on the wing. Brooks defending. George against Brooks. George outside. Pass to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Well, Brent, comparing eras, a touchy subject. But how do you juxtapose the era of your father, Rick, in the 60s and 70s to your era, and even nowadays?
Well, I think between the rule changes, the adoption of the three-point line, and the skill and growth and all the technology and science behind players, that it's really, really difficult to look back 25 years ago and compare the game. Just the game itself, BA, let alone talking about players and their skills.
Jackson can't get it to go. Now Los Angeles with it. Leonard with the ball. 7 points in the game. Outside wall. Back to Leonard. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Morant. And out of bounds. The Clippers will take it. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Powell's shot is off. Morant with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Brooks, the pass to Bane. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising. In a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And so here are the Clippers. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Morant, the pass to Bane. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you.
No one expected to see that. He's been owning the line as of late.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
Outside wall. Pass to Leonard. From outside the arc. It doesn't go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Jackson, pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
George outside. Can they get it? Leonard outside. Takes the three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Morant's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Bane. Pass to Morant. Drives to the hoop. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now here's Zubac. Good on the shot. Zubac has gotten his second bucket of the game.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Takes it inside. That's good from Jackson on the assist by Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Now here's Morant. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Sends it home from three-point land.
Three-point basket.
And it's an 11-point Grizzly lead.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Bane into the lane, and he jams it home with authority.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity.
And so that's the end of the first half.
16.
Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 13. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's Morris in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Jackson, the pass to Covington. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First team foul.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
So he gets them both. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Jackson, the pass to Covington. Morris with it. Out to Covington. And stolen by Jones. And they're running. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Kicks it out to Kennard. The three is up. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark with it, guarded by Covington. Green against Jackson. Pass to Clark, and here's Jones. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Covington with a block.
The rejection. Covington, good job defensively.
Now Batum. Kicks it out to Kennard. Back to Batum. Now Morris. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Jackson against Jones. Pass to Clark. Lays it up and in on a nice reverse. And the Grizzlies lead by 19.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Jackson outside. Morris sets a screen. Jackson can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Here's Conchar, guarded by Batum. Back to Jones.
2 minutes remaining.
Puts one up from 19.
2 minutes.
It's rebounded by Morris. And for the Clippers, they're shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Jackson, the pass to Morris. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Well, the Grizzlies shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here. Outside, Green. From behind the arc. The shot misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And the Clippers miss again. And the Grizzlies shooting has been excellent in the third quarter at 57%. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product." Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. Kennard against Green. Now here's Covington. He's guarded closely. Second chance effort. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Conchar. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
First team foul.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Jackson, the pass to Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
A really good job by Reggie Jackson just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Outside Jones. Takes a three. He can't hit that time. Here's Jackson. And the layup is good off the glass. Jackson's got his first basket.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate.
Jones from outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies liking their chance. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter. And stranger things have happened. On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Grizzlies ball.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Here's Morant. On the wing, Bain. Here's the three. Rebound by the Clippers.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Leonard passes to George. Tries again. Down low. Here's Zubats. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
Outside Morant from deep. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Basketball.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Now here's Wall. George outside. Zubats screen. George finds Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Knew exactly where his teammate would be. That's a product of good chemistry.
Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Here's Morant. The jump hook.
Because of Paul George's athleticism, he can do a lot of things. He turns guys over, he blocks shots, he's got great hands. He affects a lot defensively.
The kick out to Wall. Going inside. And stolen by Morant. Bane, the pass to Brooks. Jackson outside. Morant against Wall. Oh, hey! How about that?
That's impressive. Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. George, a screen on Jackson. Leonard outside. Clock at 6. Jack's up at 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And the call will be against Jaren Jackson.
Jaren Jackson.
That's his 3rd foul so far.
His 3rd personal foul. First team foul.
Stolen by Jackson.
Excellent defensive instincts leading to the quick reaction.
The drive by Bane. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Powell outside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. He takes it in.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Grizzlies.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And what a huge performance it was for Ja Morant.
That's amazing defense from him. Seemed to know exactly when to pounce on the passing lanes and predictive steals. Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
From deep, Bane. He can't get it to go. The Clippers go the other way with it. Leonard outside to the inside. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
You love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game, just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
Outside Bane. On the wing, Bane launches a 3. The Clippers grab the miss. 29 seconds left to play in the 4th. Inside. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Stolen by Jackson. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the...
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.
You